Okay, gentlemen. It's noon now. Let's talk again in 10 minutes at 12:10. And then we'll sort out all this falderall and merge our railroads and become rich as our wildest dreams. And the public take the hindmost. Okay? Yes.
A noble sentiment, John. Although I must say, if this is the kind of timekeeping your railroad keeps, it's no wonder you made only $3 million last week. But here in Philadelphia, we take timekeeping seriously, and right now I make it 11:55.
Hold it, Dash. Are there no watches south of Boston? Why, it's been afternoon now for 12 minutes. I've made thousands since noon, and I could have eaten lunch, albeit quickly. With the utmost respect, gentlemen, I am compelled to say you're fools. But let us agree at least about this. It is now 12:01. My friends, it is 11:56 precisely. You mean 12? No, 11:56. 12:01.
Hard to believe? Yes. True? No. Especially the conference call and a lot of the other parts. But the fact is, before 1883, as these gentlemen would indeed have known, there were hundreds of different local times in America. Nearly every town determined its own local time and did so with often fierce pride. Noon in New York was 11:55 a.m. in Philadelphia and 12:12 p.m. in Boston and 11:59 a.m. in Newark and 12:05 p.m. in Hartford, for that matter. Local times did not differ by even numbers of hours or minutes, but by odd numbers of minutes and seconds. There were 38 local times in Wisconsin, and Pittsburgh alone had 6. But with people traveling more and more by railroad, it was becoming obvious that this was nuts. For example, railroads would usually operate on one consistent system-wide time. But in cities where several railroads met, station clocks would have to show the often widely disparate times of each railroad. Timetables were like riddles, and a passenger traveling from Boston to Washington would have to reset his watch 5 times to match local times. Well, it was the railroads that finally forced a change. It was agreed that on November 18, 1883, Standard Railway Time, a system of broad time zones roughly 15 degrees of longitude wide and representing 1 hour each, would be implemented. And on that day, thousands and thousands of clocks were stopped or advanced until all their times agreed. But even though time zones had been in effect in Europe since the mid-century, giving up local time, or God's time, as it was often known, was not something Americans were willing to do lightly. But most big cities adopted uniform time immediately, although it was not until 1918 that Congress made standard time official. So, in 1880, there was still plenty of time for these characters to disagree.
Noon, gentlemen, by Independence Hall. Let us say now together at 12:01. Now?
Now?
Now!